Religion in Russia dates back to the 10th century when Prince Vladimir I of Kievan Rus adopted Christianity as the official religion for Russia. While Orthodox Christianity is the most practiced religion in this country, it certainly is not the only one today that is practiced regularly. This graph that we deciphered in our class expresses how much more prevalent Russian Orthodox Christianity is compared to other religions back in 2005. I was unable to find a more recent graph depicting the difference in followers in today's society, but I imagine that the difference between religious practicing is not too much larger than how it was here. Being the most prevalent religion here, Orthodox Christianity is actually only one of the three main Christian groups that is practiced. The other two would be Roman Catholic and Protestant. These other two groups do get practiced in this country but are less known to the general public and typically can be mistaken as one whole group since they do share similarities such as worshiping traditions. This Christian church comes from Palestine, succeeding the death of Jesus, and holds a large amount of symbolism to allow people to pray, worship, and communicate their beliefs in their own ways. The physical church symbolizes the house of God, where the community of people can go to talk with God through prayer or worship. Worship can be symbolized through songs or readings as a group, and the same goes for prayers. Russia has some of the most beautiful artifacts known because of the church. Massive buildings made for Christian followers are filled with beautiful paintings and lovely art that has been passed down for decades. Inside these church buildings are as beautiful as they are on the outside. The art present in the church are known as icons and have a lot of meaning behind them. For example, the cross represents Jesus dying for the sins of mankind. These icons are very important to the religious practicings since Eastern Christians believe that the physical and spiritual worlds are one together. They see these physical items as gateways to fully connect with God as opposed to the Western Christianity where the physical and spiritual worlds are kept separated. This is why it has become such a tradition to have a large amount of art and beauty present in the church buildings. Once a person walks into the house of God, they can truly feel His presence all around them. Alongside Christianity being practiced in Russia, other practiced religions can consist of Islam and Judaism. While atheists do reside in Russia, it seems that religion followers have become the normality in this country. In fact, Islam happens to be the second largest religion that is present in Russia, right after Orthodox Christianity. Islam came about in the country from the city of Derbent. This city was actually captured by Arabs in the 6th century and was a starting point of Islam in Russia. The two communities of Russians and Arabs had to learn to coexist at this time with one another, which kind of became difficult over the years. Judaism was a more difficult religion to follow in Russia back in the early times. Years of oppression and it being somewhat illegal to be Jewish has shaped the religion in Russia today. In 1970, over 2 million Jews were present in the Soviet Union. In the past few years, less than a quarter million are still present in Russia. So many left due to the strict rules and hatred Jews faced in the country, so emigration was the best route for them to take as being Jewish. Most Jews that are present in Russia today have to rediscover their culture and learn their old traditions. In my opinion, religion in Russia is not the most exciting thing to learn about, but the history behind it is definitely important and fascinating to understand, as well as to compare it to modern day beliefs. I chose to talk about this topic because of how much goes into the symbolism and art of it all. I personally love all different types of art, ranging from music to paintings to readings, and the religious culture that is in Russia has some of the most interesting art forms I've ever seen. It makes me want to experience these art forms in person one day and appreciate the history even more.